Hey there, you guys. This is going to be another celebrity psychic love reading by request. This is going to be Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner. And I said I wouldn't do any Jenners, but I like Travis Scott's music and everything, and I'm hoping he's not going to be stupid with this one, because we know how these stories go usually with Kardashians. They're not ever really happy endings, now are they? So let's see. I hope he's not stupid. I really don't. I really hope he's not crazy. But I'm gonna do when I'm done reading, I will do a quick compatibility reading provided by Astrology.com. They let you do free sample love readings like soulmates, star lovers, and things like that, I think they're called. And you can put in your information and whomever your partner's information is. It's best to have both you and your partner's time of birth because it makes it more accurate. But I have to, use what I have online for them to see like if they have birth dates available. Or not birthday, birth times available. Even if they don't, I'll still enter the information that I have and leave the compatibility reading at the bottom of the deck, or at the bottom of the deck, at the bottom of the description box, as well as their signs and all of that. So, oh my goodness, deck is like flying everywhere. So what is the synergy between these two? So synergy is the energy that two people create. Okay, that one energy that two people create, bring together. So what is the synergy between Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner? Okay, you have appreciation. Okay, that came out. Okay, what draws the two together? So I'm going to look at her energy here and his energy. So what is it that draws these two together? Yeah, I hope he's not that cray, but who knows? I mean, I don't know. Let's see. What draws her towards him? What is the major thing? Okay, this doesn't want to come out. These cards are like happy family. She wants to have a happy family with the rapper. Okay. Oops. What draws him towards her? Two things wanted to fly out. Okay, one card, the major thing. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's not any, it's no bueno. But let's see. We'll see what it is. Okay, so what is their current dynamic? Where are they at currently within their dynamic? Where is she at? What is her most dominant energy and relevant energy currently? I feel so invasive by doing this. I guess this is for the both of them. I'll take it. Take it. All right. Okay. What does each person contribute to this connection? What is it that each of them contribute to the connection? What does she contribute? What does Kylie contribute? I'll put it here. I need to move these over. Sorry about that. So we can have everything in frame. And what does he contribute to the connection? What is it that Travis contributes to the connection? What is his biggest contribution to the connection? Thank you. Right. Any challenges, major challenges within this connection? What is the major challenge or the lesson within this connection? Okay. Man holding a coin. And it's not supposed to be reversed. Okay. And the fate of their connection, I'm going to leave this one face down. I'm not going to look. So I'm just going to ask Divine Spirit to reveal the most likely outcome, the fate of their connection. What is the fate of this connection? Okay. So I'm going to leave this at the top and reveal that after. So I'm just going to clarify each card. Get more in depth here. The appreciation card, as far as like the synergy between them, I feel like they're down to earth people, both of them. More so her, if that makes sense. You wouldn't think that, but it is that way. That she contributes. She's a little more appreciative, and it might be because I don't know if she hangs around different types of people that may not be in the same status as her or has as much as her. But that's what I'm getting. Like, both of them are down to earth people. Something about appreciating hard work, especially with the Page of Wands. This could be her, the young energy, because she's younger than him. The Page of Wands, and if I'm not mistaken, I think she is a fire sign. I think so. She's born in August, so that would make her either a Leo or a Virgo. Depends. But it's more so her that's appreciative. I don't know if it was like she felt like maybe her mother, both of them may have very strict parenting that they relate to each other, where they appreciate hard work, or they're more down to earth than you would. Well, she, I guess, would be more down to earth than what you would expect her to be. I feel both of them may have strict parenting, and something about this is just what I'm feeling. I hate when I try to keep it light and then it kind of gets to like this like spiritual, like in depth, like going into someone else's like business. But I mean, they're entertainers and their businesses are pretty much out there. But on like a personal thing, I feel like her mother, she might feel like she's like the shunned out one, or like the one that like her mother's the most strict or hard on, the most hard, like she's much more stricter on her and kind of like push her to make something of herself. Like she felt like she had more to prove in comparison to everybody else. It was like a big pressure. It could be that of the past, like growing up, or it could just be like what she's dealing with like currently, or has been dealing with for a little while. If it's not past, like childhood and growing, into adulthood, it could be around this time of building up her own brand, that she feels like she appreciates hard work. And it has something to do with their mothers, him as well. His mother may have pushed him out the house very young. I'm not sure what sign he is. I don't know if he's fire either. I don't know, but because this is a male energy actually. But I was feeling like this is more so her because it's young energy though. But it could be that he was kicked out of the house or something at a young age or something like that. Or he felt like his mother pushed him to grow up at a younger age. So he knows what it's like to go out there and get your hands dirty. It's like hustle, or something about appreciating hard work. Both of them have that same energy that actually they relate. That's the commonality, like the biggest commonality between them. That's what I'm seeing. As far as like what draws Kylie like the most towards Travis is happy family with the Magician. Like she's looking for somebody to settle down with, and I know that sounds crazy, but she wants that. This is something that she's trying to manifest. He exudes something that triggers that in her, that makes her believe that he's able to give that to her. Obviously, with the whole pregnancy thing, I did pull some cards before on a live because people were asking me if she's really pregnant. I got a yes. Some people said that they heard that there was some no's or whatever. Like some reader, or one reader that I watched, she said no. But, I'm seeing it's a yes. So whether she's like prepping to see how people would feel, like putting the publicity out there to see how people would feel about her actually being pregnant, then that's possible. And then, okay, if it's enough publicity and everybody's kind of like wanting to see how this would go down, then, let's go ahead and do it type of thing. Who knows if that's her aim. But something about him makes her feel a sense of stability, like he's able to give her everything. Like she really believes that he's able to give her the stability that she wants as far as a family structure. Something about her feeling like, oh, goodness, something about this makes me feel like she didn't have a happy childhood, or she felt like she didn't have the type of family unit that she wants. So she wants to create that happy family unit, like something that's tight knit and stable. Um, she might feel like her family is the opposite of that, and I can see that. But this is something that she wants. Um, Something about Cancer, like the sign of Cancer is like a mothering energy. I don't know if she has Cancer in her chart. It's possible, but she has this nurturing, like she mothering type of energy that kind of wants to be that. Um, she did kind of experience a little bit of, interaction, and she has nieces and nephews, and Tyga had a child. When she was with Tyga, she spent time with his son. So I feel like there is a natural kind of desire for kids in some way, or a family, like a tight structure. This also could be like what they can manifest as a brand, including her family. Like she believes that he would, like, I'm not gonna get into that, like what I'm seeing with that, but I'm gonna leave it there because the magician is about magic. I'm gonna leave it there. Anyway, um, definitely some magic, like with family, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Um, as far as like what draws him towards her, this a little bit is, um, this is kind of sneaky because the woman holding the coin, he's focused on material things with the Eight of Cups, kind of like knowing this woman is vulnerable. So I don't know if, I'm going to tell you what I see. What I'm seeing with this is kind of like a woman that's vulnerable. Someone, he could, I don't know if he gets enough from her, whether it's some type of financial, because here's the Queen of Wands. Okay, if this is her and she's fire, she's a fire sign, I believe. Either she's a Leo or she's a Virgo. She's born in August. So either of those. I believe that this represents her. The Page of Pentacles is at the bottom. So this is very much about like, what can you do for me? Kind of like a sugar mama. Like she's like like his sugar mama, kind of like, whether it's financially based, like her actually giving and buying him things, or it's like boosting him up to where he can make more money for himself, publicity obviously, right? Or some sort of deals or something, or maybe TV time, something like that, because I see somebody walking out and leaving this woman like high and dry here. And the basis of this is her money and what she represents and her status. And you notice like the black cat is here too. So it's like this Queen of Wands effect, but at the same time, like a Queen of Pentacles, like a money woman, but still the Queen of Wands vibe coming from it. So I feel like this is her. He sees her as his money bag and like using her vulnerabilities to get in and then leave, because this man is leaving this woman behind. So, that's what I see. And I don't feel like that's a surprise. It shouldn't be to some. As far as like where they're at currently within their dynamic, for her, she believes she's in love. The Seven of Cups is like illusions and fantasizing and daydreaming and looking at different desires and hopes and dreams, and can I actually have this, and is this possible, and the door to romance is open. So her heart is open to him already. She believes she's in love. There's some deception with that. She's not seeing things in the way that they really are. She's only choosing to see what she wants to see with him. She's choosing to see whatever she wants to see. With the Eight of Pentacles, kind of like thinking that they're building something together. They could be working on some projects or something together. There's some investments, okay? I don't know if like she's investing some money in studio time. Like usually from like from like some of my knowledge of like what goes on with certain artists, they appear to have a lot of money when they really don't. a lot of the things that they show you is not real. They don't own some of the things that they have. Some people have to like do certain things for studio time. So it's like she could be investing in like studio time, like paying for beats or something or something. I don't know why I got that, but like helping him with music or something, like investing in projects together. So to her, it's like we're building something. We're building something stable, something grounded. The Eight of Swords is at the bottom. She's very illusioned. She's not seeing anything. Like, she's not seeing the truth of the situation. It's like she's looking at falseness. And this snake is wrapped around her waist. So if this is really a pregnancy, it could be some deceit around this pregnancy. Like I said, it could be that she's not really pregnant yet, or she's trying to get pregnant. Just she wanted to see maybe what the public was saying about her, possibly before she actually did it, and they waited. And there's gonna be some sort of like false pregnancy. Like she might not actually carry, because it's going to conflict with the time frames of birth. Like if she's saying that she's certain amount of months and then she's getting pregnant actually a couple of months behind what she said, obviously that's not going to like work, right? It's not going to make sense. So either she has a surrogate or something is very deceptive. Like, I don't know if they got pregnant just for publicity, or she trapped him into pregnancy, or like I said, it could be trying to see what the public will think about it before they actually do it. And there's a surrogate involved, something like that. But she's like really blind and believing that this is love and it's going to be something much more. And I don't feel like it is. Just looking at these cards, it's not. All that glitters is gold, and obviously there's nothing genuine on his end, as far as like their relationship, like romantically. Where he's at currently with the dynamic is he's got a lot of expressing. So the fifth chakra is obviously the throat chakra with the Ace of Swords, which is also communication. So he might be like talking a lot about this connection, their relationship. He might be talking about it. I don't know if he's writing about it, like making music about it, doing interviews, or just like twittering about it or something. But it's like something communication and speaking some truths. Let's see. I want to clarify. Two of Swords. He might be lying to her. Or he's telling her some truths and she's not willing to hear it. He might be subtly telling the public some truths, but it's like she's not getting it. There's something deceptive. There's this woman, she's blindfolded. So I did have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck when I looked at her energy. So there's some deception mentally, or what's being said. There's lies being told. Yeah, it's like, yeah, he romantically, he's not invested in her like that. I feel like he has a genuine like for her, like maybe a friend, maybe someone to kick it with, sleep with, whatever. No hard feelings on that end, but like romantic, like long-term ship, like wife material, no. The Devil card, it's just based off of material things. It's lust, it's lower vibrational things. It's not a true love thing. She's young, so I get it. The Nine of Swords is like something is eating away at him. He might start speaking some truths, whether he's telling her some truths or he's going to publicly start speaking about something. I don't feel like he's necessarily happy with this whole setup. He might not be getting everything that he thought he was going to get from this, because there's a burdened energy here that I'm seeing, but I'll get into that. He's not happy in this dynamic or this situation. She stresses him out. I kind of feel like she annoys him with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is like he's bored. He's not happy with what he's getting out of this connection. He's emotionally unfulfilled, which is why I feel like he's not going to stay long. He's going to leave her high and dry sooner or later, but he's like bored with this. He's not happy. I just get that she's annoying. Like he'll tell, you know how some guys, they're like assholes in a way where they'll talk shit about you, but like in a subliminal way, and it will go just right over your head. Like, somebody's been with a guy like that, I'm sure. Like, you'll think you're all in love with each other and whatnot, and he'll say certain things to you, and he'll just completely go over your head. And I feel like that's what he does to her with this Two of Swords. But he's not enjoying this at all. Like, I'm not getting what I want out of this. It's boring. He still messes around with other women with these Three of Cups here. He's not getting what he wants out of it. As far as like what each of them brings to the connection, she has Angel of Balance and the Ace of Pentacles. She's bringing in the money, obviously. Like, she's helping to, like, well, if I do this for you, then you do this for me. So it's like a 50-50 thing. Like, she's getting something out of it too. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not all just him. Obviously, she is too. She benefits from this connection, financially or just in some way materialistically. But it's not really about the money for her. I feel more so like, I don't know what beetles represent. That's always stood out to me on this card. Okay, the Beatles. When I hear the Beatles, I'm thinking like the group. So it's like a lot of like fame and, pandemonium type of energy, frenzy, groupies. So like a lot of attention and frenzy surrounding this is what really matters to her. It's not the money. For him, it may be the money, getting business deals or whatever, maybe a couple of things from her financially, but her, it's the pandemonium, it's the frenzy, it's the paparazzi, it's the attention that she's seeking. So it's a win-win. That's what she brings to the table. As far as what he brings, he has the Fool and the Sixth Chakra. So for him, this connection is more of a benefit to him, as far as like him starting he has a vision of what he wants his life to be or his career to be, like how he sees his path. He's willing to do whatever to get whatever. He dated Rihanna. It was a different vibe with them. I actually felt like he was interested in Rihanna though when I saw their interaction. So, but him though, it's like he doesn't really think too far, and like he's not that calculated as you think he is. It's kind of like he goes like spontaneously. If something sparks, like, oh, she likes me, well, okay, I'll date her because I know she's a Jenner or Kardashian or whatever, and I'm sure that's going to get me somewhere. He's not thinking ahead like, okay, if I date her, then this is going to be this, and this is how long I'm going to do it. Because some people do things like that. I feel like it's just like he just dives headfirst into things, but because it's like he wants to go somewhere in life. He has a vision of where he wants to be, but it's like it's not planned. It's like, I know I want to be an astronaut someday, but I'm not planning like, how am I going to start school? How much time do I need? What it takes to get there? It's like he kind of he's very spontaneous in his actions as far as his pursuits, business-wise or his journey or career or in life in general. I don't know what his sign is. I should have looked that up before I did this, but he's almost fiery himself. Because I got Pentacles, so he could be Earth too, but I don't know why I get fire unless he has fire in his chart or something. So the challenges and the lessons here is the King, not the King of Pentacles. He reminds me of the King of Pentacles. He's the man holding a coin with the 7. Not the 7, sorry. This is the 10 of Wands. So for him, this is something for him that he needs to learn more than anything. It's like, it makes him feel like he can't get it. Something about like being disappointed as far as like what he achieves on his own, or feeling like he can't do certain things on his own. I don't know if he feels like he's still struggling. Like, it's like, yeah, you might hear me on so-and-so's record, or you might see me here and there, but still at the same time, I feel like I got a long ways to go. Like, I not where I want to be. It's kind of like this disappointing energy, and it involves like financial, gain and status and whatnot, thinking that this is one of the routes to get there. I don't know what else he does, financially like to get ahead or whatever, but he's very money driven with the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And there's nothing wrong with being ambitious, especially if you want to succeed in your career, but there's some things about it that he's going about it in a manipulative way, I feel. Yeah. It's like not all that you see is real. So if like his fans think that he's like got it like that, they see certain things that he has and they automatically think that he has a certain amount of money in his bank account. He doesn't. And I feel like he's afraid of if people knew how thirsty he was. It's also with women too, because the Three of Cups came out. He's very vulnerable to women when he wants to be. Like, he can fall in love pretty easily, just not here with this situation. It's like he knows that she'll give him what he wants, what he's yearning for, what he's thirsty for. And if people knew that, I feel like he would be embarrassed. Like, if they knew how much she actually like provides for him and like how thirsty he is for women or something. It's like he would feel like people would judge him or see him totally different. I don't know if that makes sense. But I'm gonna see what the fate of this connection is. So like I said, I'm gonna pull straight from the top, of course. Financial constraints. So something doesn't pan out in the way that, mainly for him, because this is all about money. It does not pan out in the way that he would hope. The High Priestess, something about secrets coming out, or a breakup due to some secrets. Maybe she finds out about the fact that it was all a money thing for him and he wasn't ever in love with her. It's fire sign. I feel like she wisens up. She comes from being the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands to the the King of Wands. She elevates. So I feel like she comes to her senses at this point. She is a Leo, I'm sure, because it keeps coming up. This fire sign keeps coming up, and I feel like that's her. So she's definitely a Leo, I feel. Because I know she's born in August. Because I remember the whole Black China thing where she was saying she was waiting for her to come of age in a few months, and it was August or something like that. So I know that for a fact. But yeah, she's definitely either a Leo or Virgo. King of Wands is her. Mastered herself. I feel like she knows what this is about, that this was something about money. And it wasn't all that she thought it was going to be. And it was only a matter of time before it came out. And I feel like she might be the one to either dip off or he will. But there's some secrets like that he has too. It's not all just one-sided sneakiness. There's some on her end too, but she becomes hip to like his whole deal. Yeah, money. Yeah, she becomes hip to the fact that it was just like financial for you. Like, that's the only reason why you gave me the time of day. Yeah, so he'll move on to the next. He'll figure out what his next thing is. I don't know if it's going to be this type of dynamic again where he's links up with a famous woman or whatever for like fame and whatever financial gain. It might be something else that he resorts to after this. But this might be a breakup soon. Could be 6 months from now. But she'll become hip to it. It's like it's only a matter of time before she sees that this isn't what she thought it was. Where she wisens up and her intuition shows her the truth about it. It can either be this way, that she breaks it up, or she finds out what he was about after he leaves her. It could be that she finds out what it was all about, like why it went down. Because it's like, I'm not getting what I thought I was going to get out of the situation, so I'm ghost. And I feel like that's what's happening here, because the Eight of Cups is like about moving on, moving forward, elevating to the next phase, or seeking something more emotionally fulfilling. And that's like what I get here. He's not getting what he wants. Like I said, he's already here. He's already at the Four of Cups. So he's already unhappy with what he's getting, which is like, to him, pretty much nothing. he's not getting much. Page of Pentacles. It's only so much that she can do, I feel, to like hold him down. It's not so much about the boy toys and the jewelry and all that stuff. It's more so about career. Like what can you do? Like, yeah, you can pay for my hotel rooms and my flights or whatever and some jewelry or whatever else you do. But like, what about my studio time or something? Because this is a project to me. This 8 of Pentacles is a project. Or she feels like putting things, like investing in him in some way, like I'm buying him this or I'm doing this for him, that this is us building, or I'm helping him with something in his career or something. And it's actually like, to him, it's not shit. Like, it's not doing anything for him. And like I said, I feel like she annoys him. She bugs him in some way. He talks shit about her behind her back, or he says things to her that are like, you know, messed up, and she kind of, it goes over her head. She doesn't, you know, she's like, she doesn't get it. She's not seeing it, that this dude is playing me. She's in an illusion with the 7 of Cups. She's under an illusion. And she might even be under the illusion that a child is going to keep things together. I want to look into that. I already went 30 minutes in. This is like one of the longest ones that I've did so far. So whoever asked for this, I hope that you really, like, this is entertaining to you, I hope. And whoever else watches it. Yeah. I feel so invasive. Like, I really do. Like, I kind of feel bad for her. Like, I know I'm not into, like, the whole Kardashian thing, but, like, I still have feelings, you know, and, like, empathy for people. And I kind of feel sorry for her, but she's young, and we have to learn, you know, what woman wasn't a fool for a guy back in the day? Like, especially when you date older guys. They take advantage sometimes, too, of your age. And it's kind of sad that nobody around her is paying attention and be like, you don't see this? I don't know if that's, I didn't see anybody come up, like, people watching and saying, like, hey, you need to pay attention. But yeah, let's see. Where's the child thing at with them? Where's this baby thing at? Pregnancy. King of Cups. Here's that. Again, some frivolous acts. Sexually, possibly. Yep. When I saw this, you guys, I get sexual in my readings too. Sometimes I can see sexual things. So I'm going to just be honest. When I saw the King of Cups, this is like him, you know, releasing himself in her, obviously. With this water flowing, this king flowing, this water. Especially when I see the Tower card, this is like either a condom broke or something, or he just let it loose in her. You know, he wasn't thinking. They could have been intoxicated. These two people are like, they're dead. So either they were intoxicated on drugs or really tired or whatever, just not thinking. There's the illusion here. There's an illusion with this pregnancy. The 7 of Cups is at the center. He might have intentionally got her pregnant, like, oh, I'm going to just do it and see what I get out of it. It was very aggressive. If this was him trying to get her pregnant for financial gain, that is ridiculous, but I kind of feel like that's what it is. I don't feel like this is female motivated. They're all masculine energies, if you notice, with the exception of the woman in the Tower card. But all of these are masculine energies. So it makes me believe that he did this on purpose. And it was at the spur of the moment. Like, as he was doing it, it was like, if I get her pregnant, then, you know, this will secure my money back type of thing. With the Fool, like I said, he does things very frivolously. He's very immature in some of his actions. He doesn't think things through. It's like quick and spontaneous things. With the Knight of Swords too, just rushing in, not thinking, very aggressive. But little does he know, like, this isn't going to be anything good for him. With the Queen of, like, he thinks he's calling the shots as a Knight of Swords, but she's actually calling the shots in some way with the Queen of Swords. So this 10 of Swords is like, this is not a good thing for him. Like, he's going to regret if she's really pregnant, which I got in another reading she was. If she's in fact pregnant, this isn't good for him. This sneaky behavior with the 7 of Swords, he was doing something sneaky. He intentionally did this to her. I think she's fine with it because it's like, oh, well, we'll have a family. I want a family. It's all good. But for him, it was on some sneaky shit. And he's going to get found out because I saw the High Priestess again when I pulled. So the High Priestess is going to come out what he did. Some women, women have said, like, their men try to get them pregnant on purpose so they won't leave. This is kind of like that thing. It's a short-term victory. Yeah, it might have been cute in the beginning, but both of them are going to be very disappointed, if not already. Because it was just a quick burnout. This connection's not meant to last. It's a quick burnout thing. I did not pull not one cute card with the Ten of Pentacles, with the exception of that. It's very well a child involved. There's money involved. There's lifetime security or inheritance. So there's gonna be a famous child or a rich child out of this. Parents are not really present. There's an older man here and there's a woman here. So her father, mom, whatever, is going to either raise this child. It's very possible. That's what I'm getting. I don't know. I don't see this like it happy, like a true happy ending. It's not going to end well. No, it's not. She's thinking that, but she's gonna see the Queen of Wands or the High Priestess came out again. She's gonna see the truth sooner or later. But like right now, she's under the illusion that everything is cute, and it's not. He played her, and he played himself too, and that's what he's going to learn. That's what the Ten of Wands and the Pentacles, because he doesn't have any kids, I don't think. So it's like he fucked himself. Like now you're responsible for that child. Even though this woman has more money than you, you're still responsible for that child, to take care of it. Make sure that you're doing your end as a father. And the Ten of Wands is going to be a burden. So no one wins in the situation. And that's too bad. It is. That's too bad. But yeah, that's the reading. That's what I'm getting. I hope that was entertaining, I guess, at the very least. We shall see how things unfold. If you guys have anyone, I know I have some that's already mentioned, but feel free to leave your coupling at the bottom. Check out the description box, where I'm going to leave the compatibility reading for the both of them. Much love to you guys. Peace.